Hi, my name is Zoe and I work at Brizio Pizza, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really fun pizza at home during these weird times. We are now selling a take-home and bake kit at Brizio. It's $6.99 for just a cheese pizza, and it will make one medium-sized pizza, which is approximately 12 inches. And we are also adding toppings to the box if you'd like, at 50 cents per topping. So let's go ahead and dive into exactly what's included in this take-home pizza box. For starters, it does come with a sheet of parchment paper, which you can use to help cooking and non-stick surfaces. It also comes with a dough, cheese, sauce, the toppings of your choice, and dusting flour for easy dough stretching. After you've picked up your take and bake kit from our Brizio restaurant, you're going to want to gather a few tools to bake your pizza successfully. The first recommendation is either having a half cookie sheet or a circular pizza pan on hand to cook this pizza. Next, get a spoon or a spatula to help spread the tomato sauce. You'll also need a pizza wheel or a very sharp knife to cut the pizza at the end of the process. Along the way, I always recommend safety first, including having your oven mitts handy for hot pans and food handling gloves for proper food safety protection. Once you've collected your take and bake kit and your tools for cooking this pizza, the next thing you should do is take your dough out of the refrigerator and let it sit on the countertop for about 30 to 45 minutes until it feels very light and fluffy. Next, turn on your oven and preheat this to 500 degrees. If your oven doesn't go this high, just make sure that you have the setting on as high as your oven will allow. Once your oven is preheating and your dough has sat on the counter for up to 45 minutes to come to room temp, you'll take your little cup of dusting flour and place your parchment paper on the pan. Take a pinch of dusting flour and sprinkle it about the parchment paper to allow a successful spreading of the dough, and this will help it not stick. Next, you'll take the dough out of its dish and place it lightly on the parchment paper. And you'll begin pushing out in an outward motion to make a pizza circle. If your dough feels like it's fighting you a little bit, that's okay. Just let it go and let it come to room temp a little bit longer. Maybe give it about 5 to 10 minutes so it will spread easier. Once your dough is stretched out to a nice 12-inch circle, you're ready to sauce. If you're making pizzas for multiple people and would like to stretch the dough a little bit, you can cut it in half and make 2 smaller circles, or even cut it in quarters and make 4 mini pizzas depending on your preference. I'm going to go ahead and stick with a standard 12-inch pizza, and the next step after we've stretched it out is to apply the sauce. So we've pre-measured this for you, so we do encourage you to use all the sauce included. That's what we use at our restaurant for you, so if that's the flavor you like, you can go ahead and spread that all on. If you like a little less sauce, feel free to leave it off based on your preference. I like a little bit of less sauce, so I'm going to leave some in the package here. Next, we'll lay the cheese down. So you can go ahead and get a nice pinch here, carry it over to your pizza, and sprinkle it like this. You'll take your 2 fingers and pinch them together, and then you'll get a nice even coating across your pizza. Don't worry if you get cheese on your pan, you can always pick that up before it goes in the oven. For those of you who like a little bit less cheese, feel free to leave some off. I personally like all the cheese, so I'm going to get this all on here and spread it towards the edges, leaving just a little bit of sauce exposed for the crust. All set. If you love cheese pizza, you're done here. You can pop this right in the oven. But if you like toppings like myself, I'm going to go ahead and add the pepperonis, mushrooms, and jalapenos to my pizza. Starting with making a nice circle here around the pizza, just going to separate the pepperonis here, spread them around, so you get a nice even amount of pepperoni on each slice of pizza. This looks like a happy amount of pepperonis for myself, so I'm going to stop here and switch over to mushrooms. I'm just going to sprinkle these all over the pizza, again, trying to get an equal amount of mushrooms on each slice. And I happen to be a really big fan of mushrooms, so I ordered 2 cups worth. Those are 50 cents each, so we doubled up the toppings here. Perfect. For a final step, I'll be adding a few jalapenos to the pizza. Just a few so it's not too spicy, just enough for a tasty bite on the pizza. Voila, the pizza's ready to go in the oven. When you're cutting, if you make this X shape, it'll give you perfect slices every time. Now we're gonna cut through this X here, and a final cut through the X. Being super careful the whole time as this pan and pizza are steaming hot. And here we are. Pizza.